Good day, good day, good day. How we doing today? Got the launcher going. The launcher started. Acknowledged. It's loading up. Let's pour me a glass of wine here. Got out of work. Oh my goodness, I came home and what was going on? Something happened. I'd lost connection. I think it was a Wi-Fi issue. I was like, what's wrong with my iPad? With all of my controls for all the sound effects and all the little doodads and uh, programmed commercials. And that reminds me, I need to make a backup of this if this ever happens again. Um, Here, profiles, default profile number one. That's what I have. Yeah, profile number one. Go down, backup all, create a backup. All right. I'm gonna put it right here. Under. Let's put it in the Elgato directory though. I'm just gonna put it in here. Um, New folder. Whoops, wrong computer. Elgato Stream Deck backup. Okay. I'll put it in that folder. Whew, okay, so now we'll have a backup of all of the programming. Whew, that was horrible. All right, where to go? Here it is, right here. Whoops, doop, and doop. Back. It's working great. Watch, I'm going to do a little sound effect here. All right, where's it all at? Nice. Okay, so as I was saying,
Wicked sick.
I accidentally erased all of that complex programming from all of the videos shifting and timing and all the filters and the sound effects and the graphics and the interchanges and all that stuff that I have programmed in that's taken me years to get just the way I like it in the Stream Deck. I was like, I'm confused, and I was like, I'm trying to reestablish the. I ended up deleting everything. It was like, so I found a gentleman on YouTube that said, try this. And this is where the backup files are. I tried it. It didn't work. It sort of worked. It came up, but they were like in the wrong places and they were old and they weren't linked right. And it was like, what is this? And then finally, I'm like, Jesus, I am not gonna. I am. It's not gonna beat me. I'm not gonna let. This is like, I have weeks and weeks and weeks of work to do now. I'll just embrace it. What can I do? And then it goes blink, blink, and everything was back. Just like that. I turned it off, so it wasn't even on the program, nothing. And it just goes blink, blink, and then all the icons and everything went, and everything was back. I was like,
What up, Dell?
"Yo, what up, Glizzy? Hey, Hot Dog King. I was just telling everybody how I think maybe I was Gaming Chad. Hey, Gaming Chad. I think Jesus did something special for me. This thing doesn't want to pour very good when that bottle is weird. Do you have to normally shake your wine out of the bottle? Maybe I'm just pouring it up too much. A little bit? Come on, get in the glass. Get in the glass. Anyway, my all my icons and program and everything all just came right back on the iPad. And I'm like, well, thank you, Jesus. Because I don't know how that happened. One of the guys in chat says, gotta love the iCloud storage. Maybe that was it. But until Jesus tells me otherwise, I'm saying it was Jesus. Alrighty, so our buddy Coldhammer is in the PTU. He's been in working all night, and the problem is the new hotfix came out, and now a bunch of things don't work now. Like I went and got a mission at Lorville to pick up some boxes, 80 SCU of stems, and then take them up to Everest Harbor. Or so I go to my warehouse and there's no boxes. The mission's there saying they're supposed to be there, but there's no boxes. There's no boxes in the warehouse. No boxes to put on the elevator to bring up. There's nothing in the warehouse. Like what? And it's been doing that to Cold Hammer. So it's even worse than it was before they fixed it. They called it a hot fix. It's a hot mess. So anyway, I'm staying up a few hours today. 8, 9, 10, 11, 3 hours more, something like that. Because tomorrow morning I've got a doctor for the no, it wasn't that doctor. Which doctor is it tomorrow? Oh, skin doctor. My wife wants me to go see a skin doctor because it's been like 10 years and we live in Arizona and I'm starting to get like age spot. I'm getting old, you know. Just go get it checked. Like, oh, woman, I'm so tired of 2 doctor's appointments a week for like 6 months now. I'm like, I as soon as these are done, I don't care if I'm dying. I ain't going back to that stinking hospital. Because all it is a make an appointment, and then let's have an appointment to talk about that appointment. Then let's go to this specialist, and then go to that one, and then make 2 more appointments. And everyone is like, no, screw it, I don't care. This is a really long load time. I'm not sure what we're gonna exactly be doing today. Whoops, wrong key. I keep hitting the keys on the wrong keyboard, like that's a doofus. Oh, we should get some music going. Since my musical buttons all came back. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Just to make that one thing is like 20 hours of work because there are so many songs and small sizes and big sizes.
I'm so glad I'm not married, Del.
Oh, no, dude. It's the biggest blessing ever. I got a good woman, though. I found mine at church. And we knew each other for like 10 years before we got married. We started dating, and then 6 months later got engaged, and 6 months later we're married. We've been married for 27 years now, 26, 27 years. That's really good. This is for Hot Dog Christian's love life. It's dead. What do we do to pass the time? Hey, what is that? Oh, it's a block for the iPad charging block. It was another thing you can do is you can plug your iPad right into your computer. So it's like instant. It's like super fast. But you have to have like an iOS 16 or above. And my iPad is super old. It's like an iOS 6. And it can't be upgraded any further. So unfortunately, I can't do that with... I can do it with my phone, but not the old iPad. But I think it is faster. Oh, wait. Why am I just letting that go on forever? That's so annoying, Delnorin. How we doing over on Twitch? We doing good over here on Twitch? How you guys? Hey, jump over to Twitch, guys. Give me a follow over there. I need followers.
It's not really dead, I just haven't found the right one and scared of rejection, so yeah.
Yeah, the rejection thing. Yeah, that's an internal thing. There's nothing I can do to help you with that one. And you can't move forward until you can get over it. YouTube! There's nobody talking on YouTube. X! Who's talking on X? Nobody. Nobody loves me. Hey, look at us. Woohoo! Alrighty. So we're not going to do any cargo missions because we know those don't work. We could do maybe some mining. Or salvage, or whichever. We could try to do some explorative salvaging, like with the vulture again. And try to go exploring out in the wild. And finding natural... Do I have a tractor beam? I do. I should probably get a gun, though. If I'm going to go out in the wild, I might get shot. Felt a little awkward last time. A few situations. I was like, you know what? I could probably just get killed right here. Alright, gun is on my back. 4 power scope.
I know, right, but I did have the stones to go up to a girl and introduce myself, but sadly she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of that. That's not really rejection though at all. That's just not good timing, you know, nothing on your fault whatsoever, or hers, or just that's just. But that's cool you did though. Getting over the what is that? Medevac rescue light. That's weird. Yeah. I'm kind of bold myself though, so rejection really doesn't even enter into my mind. But then again, I'm married now, so none of that is even a thing anymore. Alright. Some P4 ammo. Do we have any? There's some more up here.
I like her, but I don't want to get in between her and her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good timing. Not kosher. Not good. Definitely stay away. Either wait your time, just be a good friend. Don't pressure anything. Or move on. Doobie doop boop boo. I have a feeling this will be a fruitless endeavor, but we gotta at least try, right? What were we gonna try? Oh, we were gonna do the rock mining. But we're only by ourselves. I don't want to just do that by myself. That's more of a group activity kind of fun thing to do. Alright, so which one do we want? Is this the new one? I don't even remember anymore.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
A large hangar, that's interesting. Oh, it's not sending me to pad 4. That's cool.
Your sound is messed up, I think, and something keeps buzzing.
Oh, okay. Just one moment. I will see if I can figure that out. Let me see. The sound of what? My voice? I'm gonna listen to the stream a sec.
Selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
A large hangar, that's interesting. No, the sound's good, dude. The sound is good. Alright, so that's the new one. So I want number 2.
Welcome to the
Or the
ASOP
old
vehicle
one.
retrieval system.
Whichever.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
Yeah, I just listened to the stream and it sounds perfect. Audio is perfect. So I'm not sure, maybe they're buffering your connection? Are you watching on a phone or something? This doesn't look right, does it? Is the floor supposed to go down multiple times? It kind of feels like this is not working. That's still the wrong ship. I said bring up the other ship. And look at that. Now it's closing the door. We might be playing a different game here very soon. He was on an Asian server. Let's try to go to best server. Oh, I'm so glad I got my programming all back. Oh. Since we're waiting, we might as well not look at the loading screen of the game. Look at something different. Hello, Mr. Fallout Man! Oh, I get my dinosaur, but I put my dinosaur inside of the case. Hello, Mr. Dinosaur! Oh, I'm in the game. I put the computer back together. Oh, the dog got scared. You're the wussiest dog ever. You're the wussy. What? I put that plastic dinosaur toy thing inside the case of the computer, of the streaming computer. I should get some lighting in there, like to light up the guy with like a little green light, like a dinosaur, like a rumble green color. It'd be cool. So I assume that ship is going to be destroyed, not working properly. Oh, sorry. Go back to a small one so you can see the game full size. Oh, you know what we should do? We should go to Microtech, or go to one of those distribution hubs, or a mission on one of those. Those are kind of fun. Oh, we need to get a 1SU box. I think we might have one. We'll bring that up and put it. Oh, it went to pad 4. Got the pad 4 elevator. So I gotta wait, go back to the lobby, get a different elevator. Yay! Seems that. Whoa, 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 whoa! I almost fell to my death. That was really close. Come on, move forward. There we go. All right. That's the wrong one. Why are they both? Egads. Which one's the one with my paint job on it? This is the one that's stored as Vulture 2. Well, that's not the one with the paint on it either.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to us. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
How are these empty? I spent hours and hours and hours getting this to work the other day. And all the power plants, everything is all gone again. It's like they rolled back like 4 days. Oh my goodness sakes. Unbelievable. All of that stuff I did. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing all of that again. And now it's not, now that ship's not even available. We might be at the point where we're just going to stop playing Star Citizen for a while. Because you literally can't do anything in the game. It's not a game now. It's not even a sim anymore. You can't accomplish anything. Do I take the mole out and give up? Oh, now it works. Jeez. This is not the stealth stuff that I had on there. So now is the other one showing the stealth stuff? No, all empty still. Neither one of them are showing the paint job that I paid money for. There's a Vulture paint right there. It's not on my ship. It's not the right one either. Which is the one that has got at least components in it? That's number one. Alright, we're gonna bring up number one. Number one. 1, 1, 1, 1. And watch it be the wrong one.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
Because the 1 becomes 2 and the 2 becomes 1. The 2 becomes the 1 of 2.
Your vehicle has been. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Hey, Johnny.
Hello.
Hey there, buddy. We're trying to play this broken game right now. We're doing our best, but it's horrifying. Nothing works. And what you do manage after, say, 6 hours of work to do one small thing, you come back 2 days later and that one small thing you actually accomplished gets thrown out like you never did it. I'd like to know what happened to my paint. Deck the Hall livery. It's a Christmas paint. Oh, that's Freelancer. So yeah, it's not here. Arc L1, is there one? That would be weird. Yeah, not working. Somewhere I maybe I have to like get a refund on that paint and then repurchase the paint and then come back into the game to get the paint. This is stupid. This would be a quicker place to do it than otherwise, though. Stations are a lot quicker to get back to your ships and stuff. There's the pyrite paint. It's that black one. I don't want to refund that. I want to keep that. So that one's showing up in Lorville. So that's one we were going to go get. But there's this special one that shows all the spray paint and stuff all over it. I think it's so cool. This one right here. Dying Star paint. It's not showing up in the game. So I'm going to get an exchange on it. And then repurchase it. Alright, it's been now I need to repurchase it. Alright, go to shop, pledge store, other. No, that's not it. Paints. Here we go. Dying Star. Vulture. It's not gonna be in here because it's a specialty paint. So you have to go into, I believe, concierge. Um, concierge store. Oh my goodness, you tell me I can't get it now? There's the, oh, that's nightfall paint. Oh my goodness sakes alive. Now I can't get the paint. What a bunch of poppycock. Let's try out the subscriber store. Oh yeah, here we go. See, there's the, they call it, oh, dying star. Oh, it's a pack. You can get several different ships with that paint. That's kind of cool. Cutlass black, or the cutlass. So I can make my cutlass red look like that as well. And my vulture. I don't have a cutter anymore. Alright, let's go dying. Vulture. There we go, that's it right there. Add to the cart. We go over here, check out. Say add store credit of, what does that say? $9, 9.00. Add store credit. Now it costs nothing. And then agree to the terms. And agree. Alright. Whoa, that looks weird. Alright. So now the paint has been repurchased, but I need to log out of the game to make it stick, and have it repopulate itself down on Lorville. Whoop, we don't do that. And rather than do it down on Lorville, the logging out, logging back in, because you have you have to go all the way through all of the subway cars, and it's just a pain in the butt. It's way easier to do it up here on a space station because it's such a smaller situation to pick up. So we are just gonna go from right here, actually. It'd be fine. And then I'm gonna log out of the launcher as well. That way it knows I've left, and then when it comes back in, it reloads my assets, and then it'll put that new paint down in Lorville. And then we'll just go down to Lorville and put it on. Alright, my email address. My password. Paste. Sign in. It's waiting for the game, initializing, going through verifying who I am. and that tells it to send any new purchases to the home world.
May be an undercurrent at play.
Yeah.
Hey, Henry! She's a dyke! I know!
Paul Newman saw it coming.
Ahead of his time.
2021, here's Buddy, who she hosted an event again at the National Cathedral with Anthony Fauci, where 25 clergymen got the vax.
Clergy Z's.
Yes, clergy Z's. Clergy men, women, and whatever at this point. Yeah, you can be a clergyman here in the Episcopal Church, even if you're not a man, and even if you're not a Christian. Oh, it's almost like it doesn't mean anything. 2022, after Derek Chauvin was convicted, which, by the way, we don't know how that story ends at this point in time. Buddy wrote, "The facts were never in doubt."
Yeah, they were.
You sure about that? What did not know until today was whether our criminal justice system would render justice in the case of a white officer taking the life of a black man. We thanks, this is corrected,
Oh my goodness,
for this
that's
glimmer
horrible.
of hope in the shadow of suffering. So look, hold on a second. She goes, white, Black Lives Matter, and then goes to immigrants who pick our fruits, who clean our offices. This is an unbelievably intense, completely self-unaware, racist buffoon / Satanists. Do you understand that? Like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but not all immigrants are skillless manual labor. As a matter of fact, it's almost like that's a discussion because you've said that there aren't enough Americans right now who are skilled enough to work the high-paying jobs, so we need H-1Bs to bring in the best and brightest. It's the assumption. White bad, black good, immigrants picking cabbage.
Well, so who's going to pick our crops if the slaves are gone?
Right.
Who's going to pick our crops if the immigrants are gone? It's the same argument.
Yes. It is actually supporting modern indentured servitude when you believe that people should come here without going through the process and need to be protected. You know who's thrilled about that? Giant corporations who want to take advantage of cheap labor. For proof, see our segment on H-1Bs. She then wrote this in 2022, just letting you know about the pattern here. The Buffalo shooting. For 400 years, Americans have wrestled with our original sin of racism and the false doctrine of white supremacy. No, we have not. No, we have not. Hey, if you're a Christian, how about you recognize that the deeply Christian founding fathers lived in a world where slavery was the norm. As a matter of fact, slaves were purchased from the old world where they were kidnapped and said, by the way, we're probably going to have to amend this Constitution. You can go back to Washington. You can go back to Jefferson. You can go back to Madison. They recognized this would be an issue. The United States, by the way, never has pushed the false doctrine of white supremacy.
No.
Yeah, that false doctrine said all men are created equal.
Exactly.
Sure, it didn't apply to black men at the time, but in words, it said all men are created equal.
And then one of the bloodiest wars per capita in modern history, to make sure they could be freed. The United States is not uniquely responsible for the sin of slavery. We are uniquely responsible for it ending in the modern world. Also, I don't know how much work she does right now. More slaves on Earth right now than ever in recorded history. Over 40 million. You know that? A lot of them are sex slaves. A lot of them are trafficked across open borders. Want to do something about that? She went on to say, the wages of that sin have been borne by generations of enslaved African Americans, by Emmett Till, and by the way, was Me Too'd, and Medgar Evers and Dr. Martin Luther King, by the martyrs of Mother Emanuel, by Trayvon Martin.
Really?
I guess communion was I didn't know that you could use purple drank.
That's what you're
And
supposed
attack another man.
George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. Yes, the transubstantiation of the speedball, George Floyd.
Jeez.
And countless others known only to God. I don't even know what that last part means. Let's go through how silly this is, because if people want to try and play this sort of spiritual gotcha game, hey, it's not lost on me that Donald Trump probably didn't live most of his life as a Christian. I don't know where he is in his personal faith. I know what he said in his speech, his inaugural speech. I liked what I heard. I do think that God spared his life. I can, by the way, make the argument. You may not agree with me. You cannot make the argument that the position of equity, of affirmative action, of open borders, of transgender children can be supported by the word of God that you claim to believe. Also, this bishop doesn't believe it because you wouldn't equivocate between the Bible and Word of God and insert every other religion here. I'm sorry, guys. If you believe all paths lead to heaven, you are not a Christian. Why? Because that's exactly what Jesus said was not possible. If you're an atheist, okay, can you comment? Do you understand? I get it. We live in a country where you don't have to agree with me. But you do have to agree with the foundational principle of the faith, which there is only one way to the Father. That's through Jesus Christ. You may not believe it.
I'm not a
you
religious
understand
person.
We do.
But I know the text.
Yeah.
I know what it says.
Kind of what makes you a Christian.
Let's go through this. Let's go through exactly how anti-biblical. That's why I say Satanism, where she talks about equity. Let's be clear. Equity sounds good. What it means is ensuring outcomes. Equity in Western civilization has to. It requires the robbing of Peter to pay Paul. Take from you to give to this person. And in her case, she would believe that must be done because of color of skin. All right. That's how you get rid of poverty, inequity. Let me point you to Proverbs 6, 10, 11. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall your poverty come on you like a prowler, and your need like an armed man. Let's go to Job 34:11. For he repays man according to his work, and makes man to find a reward according to his way. Starting to notice a pattern? You get what you earn. We serve a God of order, right? God at no point does he say, you know what, it's actually selfish of you to take that which you have not earned from another man and give to someone else who has not earned. 2 Thessalonians 3:10. For even when we were with you, we commanded you this, if anyone will not work, neither shall he eat.
And I think it goes on to say, let his stomach be his guide.
Yes.
Get off your
Hey,
lazy
Purple.
duff and go do it.
Who said that?
Yeah.
You know what it
Oh,
didn't say in there? I didn't
that
see
was
one
the other
thing
guy.
that said, and look to the government
That
for
was
help. Make sure that the government takes care of all your needs. No, I was like,
sorry,
get up,
somebody else's chat.
go and work, be charitable, and take care of your community. Done.
Well, they
Problem
always
solved.
use the quote. They say, like, well, Jesus said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's,
That was tax.
and unto God what is God. Yeah, but you changed it to render all your shit unto Caesar.
Yes, and by the way, do you know what's unto Caesar? Caesar wasn't helping the poor people, by the way. The Romans weren't exactly there to help anybody out. They were that's why tax collectors were reviled. They were raping the population economically. So when he said render unto Caesar's, it was like, knowing you're getting nothing in return, do what is right by this government that is installed right now.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
The truth
Rome didn't have EBT.
It's funny, these bishops love Caesar. They love
Oh,
Caesar.
Pat
They
Four.
love, give unto us a king. And the only Caesar I would even consider
thanks.
serving is the one who says
Thank
pizza,
you.
pizza, and kids eat free. Now,
Ah,
used to be a sit-down place. I miss that about Little Caesar.
Thank you,
Little
Foam.
Caesars sucks now. So bad.
The Second Amendment. No, I'm not saying that every single modern political issue has a prescription in the Bible, but the spirit of it is pretty clear. If you believe that you have no right to defend yourself, well, first off, I guess you've never read the Old Testament. Luke 22:38. So they said, Lord, look, here are two swords. And he said to them, it is enough. In other words, he's saying, like, yeah, you can probably do a good amount of killing and protecting with those swords. I think we're good. Jesus didn't say, what, swords? None of us should ever have swords.
ah.
It's absurd. There's no biblical basis to rob people of their arms. And I know you won't listen to Jesus.
Oh, this
because
game is getting
you're a
worse. The game just
Satanist.
totally
so
froze.
What about Gandhi?
See the little
saying all
hourglass
the
froze?
evil actions from the British Empire,
There we go.
robbing a nation of arms, will be remembered as
Froze again.
blackest, I believe. Mission Control.
I
bring
turned
that up.
5
I'm pretty
degrees and
close
the
to
game
quote.
froze
It's
again.
Either blackest or darkest. Gandhi.
Ah.
Gandhi was an AR-15 enthusiast. Let's go to
Not a pedophile.
LGBTQ plus children. I maintain there are no transgender children, just bad parents. I know you'll say this one should be done away with because you'll throw me something about mixed fabrics and shaving beard. Good news is I have other verses. But of course you go back to Leviticus where it says, you shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. I know you're going to say, well, that's old. Okay, well, let's go to Romans. First, 26 to 27. For this reason, God gave them up to vile passions, for even their women exchanged the natural use for what is against nature. Translation, scissoring. Likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust for one another, men with men committing what is shameful and receiving in themselves the penalty of their error, which was
It has been rough all night since the hot fix.
Well, let's go to.
It's
Let's
been
go to
awful.
Corinthians
I
6:9.
can't even get to my
Do you
hanger
not
now.
know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor homosexuals, nor
I
sodomites.
took my
They
paint
actually
off
list
of my
homosexuals twice.
off my ship.
They stuck the emphasis.
I had
Yeah,
to
I know, and people always, this is always
get a
Christians
refund
copy,
on my
you find
paint
themselves
and then
flat-footed,
repurchase
like,
it.
oh,
And now I'm
Leviticus.
going to try to
That's not the
go
only one.
to
Let's
Lorville
go
to try to get it.
18:6. But whoever causes
I
one
can't.
of these
I can't do
little
anything.
ones, this is in relation to transgender children.
Yeah.
Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were drowned in the depths of the sea. It is about bringing harm to children. I think permanently altering their endocrine system with puberty blockers or cutting off their penis certainly qualifies, Charlie boy.
How about misrepresenting God to them? There's
that's a big
some
one.
scriptures about the responsibility and duty of those in leadership within the church and how it's a much heavier standard of judgment. How about going out and that's the bravery. You have to be brave. You have to have brass balls to go and represent God to the public incorrectly.
I think she does have
about
balls.
homosexuality and about transgenderism, which is exactly what she did from that pulpit.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to do when you're inspired by evil. And let me be clear. Evil. It is evil. I believe. You can comment below. If you don't agree with me that transitioning children through law is evil, then I don't believe that anything is evil enough for you. I'm not saying
Hangar
it's the
elevators
only
have been
evil.
inoperative
I'm
PTU.
saying if you don't put a line in the sand there,
okay.
and we have an entire party.
I
that
haven't
does it.
tried
We have a
using the
party
PTU
that,
yet.
when given unfettered power in their state, will actually hide children
we'll just stop
from
and play a
their
different
parents
game.
if parents don't want to transition their children. So when people say, "Oh,
We'll
it's
just
just
end the
about taxes,"
stream.
no. There is a battle of good and evil
And then start a new stream
in this
with a
country,
new
and I
game.
certainly think it's on display when you're talking about chemically castrating or physically castrating children. Let's go to immigration. And I understand this idea is that, hey, we need to be compassionate. Of course, you should love and be
All
compassionate.
right, we've been to Asia, we've been
But
to the U.S.,
that
now we're
doesn't
trying
give you a
Europe.
prescription for immigration policy. Also, you really have to choose where you invest your energy of compassion, right? People say Jesus hung out with the sinner. Well, sure. But he invested his energy, his spiritual energy, in sinners who turned away from sin, not those who wanted to continue in sin. In other words, you always have a choice to make in where you invest your time, your money, your energy, who you help. You are not commanded to help anyone and everyone at all times, regardless of circumstance, equally, period. And certainly not as a matter of law in a country as it relates to immigration. Immigration kind of addressed directly, Acts 17:26, or borders, I should say, because this woman doesn't believe in borders, something, something, Jesus. This says, and he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings.
You know, I also know that God likes borders. The first thing that he did when he took the people of Israel back into the promised land was lay out the borders.
Yes.
He literally said, from here to there. It's one of the most boring parts of Scripture, Sam. I know you probably love it because it gave you the homeland. But what I'm saying is it basically lays out exactly in precise detail where the borders, not only of the country, but of the tribes and where they dwelled. God understands order and borders and culture very, very much. There is nothing in Scripture that would support an open borders policy or, for sure, illegal immigration unfettered. There's nothing in Scripture.
Absolutely. God basically, he gave the Jews immediately manna and what is the equivalent of a
get a
giant
snack of
grocery
some
store
sort. I'll be right
checkout line stick to divide your crap from mine.
The game just froze.
Love that
It
stick.
might freeze
good
before it
stick.
even
Noodles?
gets into the
I
game.
was just going to say, research
this
did
does
find you were
freeze,
correct. The
I will
Gaudi quote
probably
is,
just delete
as
the
depriving
whole
of
stream like
correlation
it
of
never
arms as the
happened.
blackest.
As the
Like you
black.
won't
Well,
be
it's a
able to
little
go back
racist. We
and
don't
watch
say
it
that
because there
anymore.
literally
No,
is
you know,
nothing
it's
of
okay.
interest.
No
It's
one's
just an
perfect.
embarrassment to have in
He
your
also, by the way,
playlist.
good diet plan. Now,
I should try it.
I mean, I'm looking for a redeeming
comes by-
moment
no.
where there's some kind of a gameplay going on.
this is what we're dealing with here. Okay, this is what we're dealing with. And I'm
Oh,
giving
I
you all
hear-
the references, and you can go and check out the
I hear
scripture because I
something.
want you to feel as though you can substantiate your own argument. There are spiritual truths that we believe to be self-evident as believers, but you need to rationalize the arguments. And the good news is God is a God of order, and so you can rationalize it and substantiate it in the physical world with pragmatic arguments. But there is a spiritual undercurrent here, and I don't lose sight of that. Let's look at Isaiah 5:20. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who
Yep.
put darkness
There's a
for light
lot of
and
woe.
light for darkness. And let me ask you,
That's
can
100%
you
the
find
Democrat
a clear
Party.
example of calling good evil and evil good than someone being called a bishop who, on every position observable, at least to us, presents that which is antithetical to the God we claim to serve, while telling you that's how we serve God? You serve God by providing compassion, mercy, and free sex changes to transgender children. You serve God by having open borders and leaving our families unprotected. Also, by the way, by proxy, supporting a completely unfettered sex trade of sex slaves today, more on earth than ever in recorded history. You serve God by recognizing skin color first and taking that which is unearned by you from someone else to give to another person who hasn't earned it. There is nothing about the current progressive left that could be aligned with the God they claim to serve. And that is Satanism. So, if they want to use their verses to justify theirs, and as AOC said, it's on, let me give you my favorite verse. And I hope you understand that you can't be complacent these next 4 years. Psalm 144, blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. Fill your hands, you closeted lesbian, Satanist son of a bitch, especially considering the fact that none of this is honest. Some people are masquerading with ulterior motives.
She's a lesbian! A lesbian!
Even then. It's true. Anything else I missed?
No.
Sorry, I've woke up in a mood.
Well,
You're, I just walked right through it.
I can understand why.
It's the feminization of the church.
might
And
work.
by the way, not all women in the church, but hey, let me ask you this. Female Christians out there, do you get why women weren't in the clergy? It's because of this. It's the only an emotional response. Well, I feel like we want to help everybody. You know what? Here's the problem. When there's no logic, and we do serve a God of logic, then you end up being the dummy who thinks that we should give asylum claim to people coming from crappy countries while you wear a Che Guevara shirt.
It's like she picked up the Bible and was like, that's not going to work.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we got to change that.
Yeah, I don't understand why they even do that. But people are talking about like this event will not happen potentially in the future. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go be berated by somebody who doesn't really know what's going on, who just hates me, right? And by
All
the
right,
way,
this is the
person,
ship that
bishop,
does have
buddy,
components in
is
it.
going on the View, I think today, right? So that just came.
Oh,
out.
let's stay posted.
Yeah,
go
we'll
get
we'll
some.
keep you posted if anything happens there.
All
so.
of the
Going on the View,
components
I
that
hope,
put in
I
the
hope
other
somebody
ship
calls her to the carpet a little bit. I really
are
do.
now
I
just
hope she's
vanished.
selling a book.
So that's
Well, she hopes someone calls them to their
Well,
Oh, yeah.
choice of words.
I have a hunch if you've gone to munch.
I swore I went to the guys this morning. I was like, "Is she a lesbian? Like,
Yes.
looks the part, you know?"
Allegedly.
Well, she has 2 grown children.
She looks like a male country singer.
Yes. Yes.
Her middle name is Edgar. What the hell is that?
Oh, that guy.
She does look like a male country singer. Where the blacktop ends.
By the way, more
Where the
Katie
black
Vance
tub-
looks like that. Anytime this happens in the future, when somebody's look, you can say there are people that are scared and they need comfort. Fine, I get that. That's great. That's always going to be true in these situations where there's change. Fine.
How
go
has
for
the
that.
hotfix been
But when
working
this
for you,
kind of
Del?
stuff happens, please,
Well, today,
please call it
horrible.
out. Don Jr., I saw you sitting 3 rows back, moving around a little more. A little more. Stand up if you.
Yesterday, I was like, I got excited. I took a contract to move some cargo from Lorville up to Everest Harbor. I went over to the elevator, put the elevator down, looked over in the warehouse. There's no cargo. Looked at my mission, double checked. It just doesn't put the cargo in your warehouse, so you can't bring it up and deliver it. Cold Hammer last night, no, Whiskey Pete. Whiskey Pete, same thing. He was on Everest Harbor though, trying to get stuff to go somewhere else. Took the mission. It never gets put in your warehouse, so you can't do any missions. And now all missions for cargo are broke. Not just you can get it, and some of them work once in a while. Now they're all just broke because you never get the product to bring up into your elevator.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It seemed to improve for me. I honestly just don't think it has anything with patches. The game just doesn't work. It just gets worse as the game goes longer.
Captain Del Noran, Delta Echo Lima, 003996, requesting permission for departure.
Why is it beeping? I don't want it to beep. It should not be beeping. Not sure.
Hello, Chase Vanguard, too big to fail. How can I help you? Oh, yeah, sure. We can help you refinance your house. How's 28% sound? Oh! Maybe your kid shouldn't have gotten so sick. Maybe you can tell them to throw those blue popsicles or something.
You see that? The door just like chopped me in half.
Best I can do is 27.5%. And to be honest,
Unbelievable.
you sound like a very selfish person. Is that really how you want your family to remember you? Oh. It's just you and the kid, huh? Well, my heart broke out. Yeah, that's very sad. So, I think I'd be willing to give you 29%. That's too big to fail. All right, sounds great. Yeah, sounds great. And hey, maybe your son and you can learn a lesson from all this. Yeah, all right. Well, payment is due at the end of the month, or you, sir, will be setting a table for one. All right.
American financing isn't like your big banks. They're in it for you. There's no upfront fees, and it costs nothing to find out how much you can save. If you start today, you may even be able to delay 2 mortgage payments.
There you go. No upfront fees. They have the balls to sponsor this show. You can save $800 a month on average. Call 1-800-974-6500 or AmericanFinancing.net/Crowder. Gerald.
NMLS 182334.
There you go. I don't know what it is.
It's some kind of number.
Also urban.
But we have to talk about it.
Quantum Drive
and,
did not
by
get
the way,
fixed.
download the Rumble app.
You still go
and,
through Everest Harbor, keep
You
flying.
get notifications for live
You
streams.
still go through
Rumble
past
Premium.
orbital markers that just keep going.
Isn't it fun?
Here we go.
We're back to
You have to
live
come
programming.
back,
Every
go over
podcast,
here,
you
then
can
come back,
pre-tape
then
a
go over
episode,
here,
and
then
it was always
you can
edited
go.
and sanitized, and
Not
they would
good
tell you it
Still
was
doesn't
raw.
work.
Hey, nothing up our sleeve right now. You can see right now on CNN, violent Capitol rioters and far-right militia leaders set free by Trump. Oh, you mean the hostages?
Yes.
By the way, Enrique Tarrio, we will have the exclusive interview, I believe Friday,
yeah.
here on Live Crowder. His first post-pardon interview. Also, really bad
haven't
white
seen that.
supremacist because
Yeah.
even for a Cuban
It's
American,
fun.
he's quite
Good
dark.
time.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird explaining that to your kids someday.
Yeah. He's a white... What? Okay, fine. By the way, we do have a quick update. Apparently, TV stations around the country are starting to do this. We have D.C., we have Dallas right now that are doing this. You know that it's going to make its way, because that goes on like a news desk. It gets out to all of the affiliates. advising people if ICE or anybody shows up to deport, just telling them that they don't have the right to enter their home. So basically, the media is now telling people and advising them on how to legally say, "Hey, you can't come in." I think we have a clip from DC doing it, so let's see exactly what they're telling them.
What advice, immediate advice, can you give them to kind of help with the fear and to help give them some tools for here's what I can do if I'm approached?
Absolutely. One of the very first things that we educate people is what are your rights when you are encountering an ICE agent or even just law enforcement. Most of the time when people encounter ICE agents, it's usually 70 to 75% of immigration arrests happen after a law enforcement arrest. So the most average immigrant in the United States is not out committing crimes. But if they were in a collateral situation at the wrong place at the wrong time, we usually advise them to know to identify at least, if there is a judicial warrant that is presented, that is signed by a judge, issued in a state court or a federal district court, that basically gives federal agents the authority, whether they consent or not, to enter the United States. That document.
That's not good. That's not good.
Pressed against the window.
Ooh-wee.
If it's an administrative document that says Department of Homeland Security on it, they can say,
I don't know what happened.
Consent to you entering my home.
And then you can kiss your ass goodbye as the officer says, no habla, illegal alien.
You could also put your fingers in your ears and close your eyes, and it never happened.
Pretend.
Yeah.
Just pretend. I love that. You just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, I'm sorry. You were in the wrong country at the wrong time. Okay?
Yes.
You illegally came here. You've committed the crime already. We're here to prosecute.
Yeah, it's the same thing we'll get like when they talk about the 14th Amendment, when they're talking about natural birthright citizenship. It's so very clearly a gross misinterpretation and misrepresentation from the left. It was meant for people here who are citizens subject to our laws if they have children, not people who are here illegally, inseminating with the express purpose of a green card.
This is an anchor leg.
Yes.
What is this fear mongering here? She started by saying that 70 to more percent of these arrests are after another arrest.
Yeah, that deportations are after another arrest.
And then she just implied that they're going to come to your house, but never actually said they're coming to people's houses.
She said they can slip that one under the door.
Oh, what door? What door are you talking about? The door to what? Your house? They come in your house or under your car door?
Welcome
You're not.
to the ASOP vehicle
Look,
retrieval system.
it goes back to a satanic influence, turning brother against brother, father against son. Well, actually, let's talk about this right now. Remember this one kid, Jackson Reffitt, ratted his dad out to the FBI, right, for January 6th, and his dad did time in jail, prison, and was just pardoned because it was a crime that he may or may not have committed. It's certainly not a crime worthy of spending God knows how long in jail with his rights being completely eroded, not being afforded due process. Yeah, well, this son, Jackson Reffitt, was on CNN yesterday, again playing the victim because his father is rightfully free, talking about how he has had to purchase a firearm and go into hiding. And, you know, if I were this father, well, first watch the clip.
What's your reaction?
Pause. Now,
everything I
does
thought
that look about exactly how you expected it to?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They done.
Is he mad because his dad didn't buy him the new Final, whatever, video game?
Fantasy?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the name of it, sorry.
Final Destination.
Yeah.
I don't know what
He looks like he looks like Wet Cat Weird Al.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's continue watching. This poor guy. Hey, you know what? Even if your dad did something wrong, you don't proactively go out and rat him out to the feds. You don't go rat him out to try. And his dad turns out didn't. And now he's upset that his father has been pardoned. This is a bad son. This is a bad person. This is someone who you cannot trust in any capacity. Let's keep watching so he can tell us his sob story.
Well, I'm honestly
all my
flabbergasted
stealth
that we've
components
gotten
are all
to this point.
gone too.
I mean, I'm terrified. I
Jeez
don't know what I'm going to
Louise,
do.
I spent $500,000 on stealth components.
Taken
They're
as
all
many
gone.
precautions as I could recently. I've
pawned my amp.
picked up a gun.
Pawned my amp.
And I've
Pause.
Gun?
You've moved. Let me guess. Moved out from mommy and daddy's house? I'm really scared that he may find me. Yeah, he just needs to come home.
And go to the basement.
Now that Dad's back, I can't sleep with Mom anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't.
Not enough room in the bed.
I need cuddles.
Oh my
Move.
goodness.
Let me guess. You're really pissed because you actually have to leave and get a job.
pawned my amp.
That was good.
That was me.
Sorry, I thought Tim said that.
I said something.
I was saving that down for a new deck.
Yeah, what is looks like he collects Pokemon cards.
Yeah, exactly. Let's keep playing. Poor guy.
Gotten myself away from what I thought would be a dangerous situation and staying where I thought my dad could find me. Or other people, people that are going to feel so validated.
Do the upgrades come back if you claim the ship? Is that still working?
It's supposed to, but when the hotfix came, it removed my paint from my ship and any upgrades of my components within the ship. So I went back to base.
Know what to do next, because right now I don't, other than just to, sit around and...
So if you had upgraded any of your ship components,
I don't know what to
and you
do
go to the
next other than,
hotfix, the ship components that you spent all that money on to get better are all gone.
And ponder this one more time.
Run and hide.
Things like apologize.
I didn't know that
yourself,
until just now.
Try and at least repair the relationship so you can be a family, even if you disagree with your father. Productive steps. The steps that men might take. Might I also suggest a haircut because you look like a douche.
He's learning self-defense by watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Got my nut
But now I want pizza. But I spent all my money on a gun. Oh, Dad?
He's holding a dead rat.
What do I do, Splitter?
Oh, there my ship just fell down through the bottom. Hey,
looks like just
it came back up.
Yeah, it does. Jones.
Yes, it is. A less cool version of Casey Jones. That is
TBH,
possible.
it felt like the hotfix was a rollback by at least a few days from where I was at. I felt like I had more money and my inventory suddenly had things I thought I lost.
I think that might be it too. Because I specifically went and fixed a ship
for their lives, where this
from 2 days ago,
plays the victim for
3 days
ratting
ago.
out his father, who, by the way, maybe his dad's an ass. I don't know.
And then today
But
I
he
went to
deserved
it,
time in
and
prison,
all the stuff
and he
I had
certainly didn't
fixed on
deserve
it
to be betrayed
was
by
all
his
gone.
son like that. They want to turn you against. They are
So,
going to get worse. Here's the thing.
I think that
It's
might have
going
been. They
to
might
get
have
a
rolled
lot
back
worse right
like
now
3
because the left
days,
is going to try and present this facade.
and then that was the starting point.
I really want to listen
So
to
you
people.
you
and
lost
bridge the
whatever you
divide.
did in that 3 days.
That was yesterday, and today you're calling everyone who supports Donald Trump a rape apologist.
That makes sense, dude.
Now she's dumb enough to take that mask off. Yeah. You have to look out for the people who are smart enough to try and fool you. Their agenda has not changed. Their strategy has.
Can I ask a quick question to research? So CNN's referring right now, Trump may invite Jan 6 convicts to White House. If you're pardoned, are you still considered a convict?
Good point. No.
I'm just curious.
No.
I'm just curious because
No, you're
language
not.
does matter. It seems like
George
they're
says
trying
yes.
to. You're still You're still a convicted.
You're still convicted?
Okay,
All right,
fine.
I don't know.
Then
We're
it-
not
then
supposed
it's
to call
appropriate.
George
I just
Floyd a
don't trust-
convict.
I don't trust
I
CNN.
don't think so.
Well, he was convicted for other stuff before,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
violent crimes. That's the thing. And then that one was something, bunch of drugs, and I don't know.
Fake 20.
Something.
Well,
Hey, whatever. If you're watching
I
on
don't
YouTube, please head on over to Rumble. I don't want to be streaming here on YouTube anymore. The dump buttons, it's played out.
It's well worn.
At some point, I don't want to do it. We don't care. You, the left, you are pushing me further to the right. Do you understand that? Like, I was at one point kind of more libertarian-ish, conservative. I am this close to religious oligarchy and get rid of all of you. This isn't me. You made us this. So, good news is DEI is dead.
Yes.
Yeah, DEI is dead because
Tilt it.
Donald Trump came in and it's already dead.
That did not take long.
And very concerned about this, obviously.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. It's very obvious. Sonny Hostin. The View, very concerned. Like she thinks that people, aside from the very small viewership of The View, are like, yes, DEI.
Man, oh man,
DEI
all
must
that
be
stuff.
maintained. It's what the
I
founding fathers
updated.
would have wanted.
Ah.
Or some stupid crap. So here she is saying some stupid things about Donald Trump, DEI, and I think she even, if I'm remembering the clip, said something about the white billionaire being a DEI hire.
Donald Trump saying things that this country would be a meritocracy. You're talking about a man who didn't become the president of the United States because of merit. He hasn't had he had no political experience whatsoever.
a mustard
he had
hot
no
dog
business
right
experience.
now.
He was
Damn it.
given everything that he has. He is a legacy hire.
Wrong.
He is, if anything, a DEI hire.
All right.
A didn't earn it hire.
Okay, yeah, let me explain this, dummy. You can be a legacy hire or a DEI hire. You can't necessarily be both. There aren't a lot of legacy country club.
All right,
"Oh,
Shimmer,
yes,
you
well,
can't
of course,
buy.
I've
You
been
have to
run
buy
by
it
this
in
kind
Pyro.
people.
That's
I'm
where
going to
I went
install
all
my
the way to
son's
Pyro to
wall
get it.
in Tyrone."
And
That's
now
not
it
how
got
works.
removed.
DEI typically doesn't apply
That
to the
super sucks.
billionaire ultra-white
Cloak.
guy who was politically prosecuted. Let me make it really clear, because they try and equivocate, and then, for example, if you mock them, they'll say that you're crying. I'm not upset at all. I hope Sonny Hostin never goes off the air. Kamala Harris was DEI. Now, let me just make this case. I want to make sure, and you guys can let me know if this makes sense. Okay.
Cloak.
The accusation of Kamala Harris being a DEI hire is because no one in the American public chose her at large. Also, no political experience aside from filleting a mayor.
Cloak.
She was chosen
Those are located
through
at
an undemocratic
Cousin
process
Crow's.
by those in power in
At
the
Cousin.
DNC because she was half black and something or other. It's time. So people,
Power plant.
I would say justifiably, made the accusation
Delta
that,
Max.
you know what, it seems like a DEI
Two of
hire.
them.
That is different from 77 million votes
Cousin as well.
for a billionaire white guy who had to earn it. One's DEI, potentially. One is not.
Yep.
Got it?
No, a really good stark example of that too, Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Not because she's black and a woman, but because President Biden,
Vapor
former
block.
Vice President,
Vice President, respect the office.
Respect the office, Joseph R. Biden, went out and said the next one is going to be a black woman.
Yeah.
Not the most qualified candidate. She could have been the most qualified candidate. Fine, let her stand on
Also
that
a
merit.
cousin.
Don't go out and say before you've made the nominee, it's going to be a black woman, because
Yeah.
that qualifies as a DEI at that point. It's like it's going to be a black woman for the sake of being a black woman, not because it's the best person for the job.
Yeah.
Same thing with Kamala.
Yeah.
Better late than never, but at least they finally recognize that DEI stands for didn't earn it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
It's true.
Also, she said he has no political experience. That would have worked in 2016.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's already president once.
Elections.
Also, I don't really care. Matter of fact, I think
Also
political
a
experience is a net negative. It's a demerit if I'm looking at voting for you. I don't want someone who has learned how to present as a public servant while fleecing the American people, who has suckled at the teat of government for Biden, 50-something years. I want someone who has a little bit of experience. I want someone who, at least in some capacity, can relate to people out there in America who have to make an honest buck out there in the private sector. Is it me? You can comment below. Let's go through what's happening here, though, with DEI, why she's so upset. Let's just rattle off some fast facts. Fast fact number one, Donald Trump, this was yesterday, ordered all federal DEI employees paid leave. He said, "Walk this way, like Aerosmith."
They love paid leave.
It was by 5 p.m. today, actually. So they were paid leave by 5 p.m. today. I'm reading this here. All DEI offices shut down. Hold on, before I move on with this, remember when you were told that DEI was the conspiracy? They're like, oh, they say DEI. What they're talking about is just natural diversity. No. DEI offices shut down.
They have office space that's open now.
It's kind of like, oh, you think pedophiles? Well, there was Pedophile Sex Island. That was a thing. It existed. It was an actual, like, geographically, you can identify it. Like Snake Island. I believe there's an island of snakes.
But one is better than the other one.
It's true. I'd
And
much
it's
rather
snakes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I would much rather be on Snake Island. All DEI office employees, their email access was suspended, and then any DEI training or DEI contractors have been canceled. There you go. Until further notice.
Pull that back up really quickly. Hold on. I want to see that last bullet point here. So take down all outward-facing media, vehicles, social media accounts, etc. of DEI offices. They wiped it from the history books, essentially.
Yes. The notice also demanded that any coded language for DEI be identified. It said, we are aware of efforts by some in government to disguise these programs by using coded or imprecise language. If you are aware of a change in any contract description to obscure the connection between the contract and DEIA or similar ideologies, please report all facts and circumstances within 10 days. Let me just laser in on this point. Here's the real problem with DEI, okay? And this is why they have to point this out. Anyone who's trying to use coded language, when you say, hey, we're going to a merit-based system, which is something that is observable, something that can be quantified, right? Not just qualifications, experience, performance. When you move it to some sort of nebulous idea like DEI, guess what? That puts the control in the hands of those people, those unelected bureaucrats, to select and engineer these departments. That's how you end up with a weaponized DOJ. That's how you end up with an ineffective military. Because, well, hold on a second. For a long period of time, let's use the military as an example, we cared about push-ups, flat feet, the ability to be fit. How good of a shot were you, right? When it came to other offices in government, what is your experience level? For example, if we're talking about the IRS, do you have experience as a CPA? Do you have experience with, are you good with numbers? When you take everything that can be observed and quantified on a sheet of paper and in person to, yeah, but I think we need X diversity. What do you mean by X? Depends on the day. Today it's black people. Tomorrow it's stop Asian hate. Next day it's LGBTQ fear for their lives.
Right.
Oh, so you can engineer this department however you want. That's what's so evil about DEI. It always leads to more power to a very select few. Because you can't tell me the hiring practices that you would standardize through DEI. Just left a choice in the political winds of the day. And of course you had companies like Meta, Walmart. They've walked back DEI in response to Trump's win, so you see the private sector following a little bit. They probably wanted to, but they were afraid.
They needed some cover. I'm hoping that's what it was. They needed some cover. I wish that they had the guts to do it and be a leader in the first place. But hopefully more people are like, oh, thank God we can let this thing go.
Yeah, exactly. Here's another fact for you. Fast fact number 2. Donald Trump is removing affirmative action from all federal hiring. He basically undid Lyndon Johnson's
executive order. The city I work for makes me sick. They're all into this DEI crap.
Or was it? Yeah.
They can't.
112.
They can't hire enough purple-haired lesbians and faggots.
Yes. There you go. That started about 60 years ago, and you guys may not remember this, but the Supreme Court actually deemed affirmative action unconstitutional as it related to higher education admissions. There were, cases with Harvard, with I believe Brown. And of course, we
absolute ineptitude.
Action is
my whole state is day.
Mind on campus for a very long time, and so Donald Trump is not just acting as a tyrant; he's now expanding the principle that the Supreme Court recognized to the federal government, which is under his purview. If the Supreme Court says, "Well, you can't do that with schools," you think, "Okay," because it's wrong. We're allowed to make this merit-based as it relates to public servants. Great. Did I see something coming in?
Yeah, so just one of the things
what is
going
that?
back to DEI. You
it's
remember
like letters and numbers, like codes.
About, was it Riggs?
That's creepy.
Yeah, Thomas Riggs.
DEI
That's
kind
like
of describing what Donald Trump
Matrix
would do, and it turns out he's a bit clairvoyant. We've got the clip if you'd like to see it.
Let's see it.
Joint Chiefs is that if Trump's president, then there is no more DEI. It goes away. He's already...
You say that like it's a bad thing, Thomas.
Shut down the office with the Pentagon. It'll go away. So that would change things. Right? If we have a Republican in office, it will bolster our military. If we have a Democrat, it'll continue to just be the make do with what you have, slap things together, put duct tape on.
So there you go. And here's how you know. People say find common ground. Let me give you kind of a test that you can use. You can apply this to see if common ground is even possible. It's really simple. If you both are saying the exact same thing with a different tone. So in other words, you can't find common ground if you're going, hey, if Donald Trump's elected, there'll be no more DEI. When the opposition is saying, if Donald Trump's elected, there'll be no more DEI. No common ground. We're saying the exact same thing. Different conclusion. Makes sense? Fast fact number 3. Trump, this one's a good one. He affirmed the United States one flag policy. What that means is you won't have any more Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, AAIP, bishop flags that'll be flying next to the United States flag. And I know this seems like radical to those on the left. I say this has been the practice and policy of every nation with a flag ever. The left thought that this was appropriate to do with the United States flag. The American flag was a supporting cast member to chicks with dicks.
Quantum drive is now...
And insane that has to be a policy.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely insane. And you know what? Even if you want to fly a rainbow flag at your house, fine. This is about the halls of American government.
It's not about your house.
We're not here to preserve sexual preferences. We're not here to preserve the kind of friction you like. We're here to preserve a constitutional republic, and so we fly that flag. Does it make sense? And for those saying, well, it's just a flag, who cares? This is what was happening beneath that flag on the grounds of the White House.
Mr. President, it is an honor. Trans rights are human rights. Are we topless at the White House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Extend that into every school. Public schools, we need to have the American flag. No other flags. Thank you very much. None whatsoever. Just that one.
Yeah.
You can do what you want at home, not in school.
Also, I mean, if we're doing that here, I mean, then you also understand that U.S. embassies that were flying LGBTQ flags abroad, sometimes in nations that want nothing to do with it. Like, we shouldn't be exporting degeneracy. That's my opinion.
Why is sex that important?
It's kind of their focus.
It's like their only focus.
Stay out of my bedroom. Can I give you name, number, and date of my personal sexual practices? I don't want to know. What are you, homophobic?
Look
sure.
at me.
Yes.
Look at it.
I need to go topless at the White House to make a point.
And of course, they're very brave. Very brave. They fly those LGBTQ plus flags in other countries, except for places like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Afghanistan. Right? They didn't fly the flags there. It was like, come on. We want to make a point, but you know, we don't want to be too gutsy.
We don't want to start a war.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Here's where we are. DEI was racist, is racist, will always be racist. It is antithetical to what Martin Luther King believed, content of character, and that would extend to merit-based recognition of human beings. Look, I will tell you this. I teach my children that you are not to take pride or to feel shame for characteristics that you had no control over.
Decoupled somehow, yeah.
Shouldn't feel ashamed that you were born a white male. Shouldn't feel proud that you were born a white male.
And I went into VTOL for some mode. Man, this game is all fracked up.
This has nothing to do with everything else is earned. Your actions define you. That's what this nation was founded on. You are not, your identity is not determined by a king. It's not determined by someone else in charge, even though you didn't elect them. Your identity is determined by your actions. DEI is antithetical to that. It's about aggregating power with a very select few. It is what grows the swamp. And even if you think, hey, maybe we need to rebalance the scales as far as race or gender, whatever, you don't want people like AOC, people like Jack Smith. You don't want those people. People like Fauci, unelected bureaucrats. You don't want them to determine what diversity A, identifies you today or is deemed a priority. It becomes entirely subjective, and the people who make those subjective judgment calls are people who are not beholden to you. Also, can everyone recognize here that at the very least, love him or hate him, Donald Trump is like a bat out of hell right now. He is on a mission, and you may not like it, but he's keeping a lot of those promises. I'm happy about that. That's a pretty good thing. Anything else that I'm missing on DEI? Sorry, I know I've been just...
The bishop is on the
Hey, I did that earlier with that video game. So.
Oh, the bishop's on the
So I have to spend another $500,000 to buy these parts.
Okay.
We'll do it in Rumble Premium
Frustrating.
Club.
Yeah, did she grab anyone's crotch?
Her own.
Yeah, she's very ladylike.
It's more of an MC Hammer move.
You know, and here's another thing, too. I like that nowadays we're allowed to say, oh, she's not very feminine. Why? Because she looks like the best friend in a Truman Show.
I love Seaside.
And that.
Oh, gosh.
If that shows up at your door selling Bibles, you're like, I pass.
Yeah.
She looks like Gary Busey.
Yeah, exactly.
She does.
On a bad day.
Oh. Gary Busey. Wow.
Hey, forgetting demons, Johnny Utah. Give me 2.
So let's move on to this, some AI. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. Of course, if you're not a member of Rumble Premium, none of this happens
let me know if there's
without
anything I
you.
can help
Consider
you with.
joining. You click that button, you keep watching, we take your chats. And of course, Friday, Rumble
welcome to the
Premium, the exclusive Enrique Tarrio interview. And you know what? Great.
Yeah.
You had people who tried to say this guy was a Fed, he was an informant. I don't know if you know this, but Feds don't typically get 22-year sentences. I can't wait for this guy to tell his story, and I'm glad that Brianna is helping us with that there on the ground this Friday.
First sit-down interview.
First,
I think he's going to do some like short hits, but we have the first sit-down.
Yeah, first sit-down interview from pillar to post. Let's go to this $500 billion right now to AI infrastructure investment. This is one that has me a little bit nervous, and AI is technically science, so it's time for a new segment we call Science.
What do you mean technically? It's like, is science?
Yeah, it is.
Jeez.
Computer science?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You win. So,
Gerald doesn't believe in
Monday.
science.
President Trump announced this huge investment alongside leaders from OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank, and just enjoy the fact that he has a difficult time pronouncing his name. We all do.
As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison, SoftBank CEO, my friend Masa Yoshi's son.
What am I looking at here? Is that another shuttle just down low? What's going on there? Oh, it's a long way away. What am I even looking at? Curiouser and curiouser.
Providing connections to all major platforms, Crusader Industries is happy to offer free and convenient transit to
How
all.
come I have a feeling the shuttles don't work? Now I'm stuck here. I can never, like, play the game again. There's one over here, then we can just ride it all the way around. Just not get off at the stop, and it's not lined up. You can't get on. Well, that looks totally different in there. They've changed the way it looks a little bit. Coloring and stuff. Alright, well that sucks goat balls.
Another shuttle will be along shortly. At Orison Skyway Shuttle Service, more flights means less worries.
None of the shuttles work. Oh, here's one. Let me on. Oh, you peckerhead. Ah!
The next shuttle is
The
approaching
wing
the
came
station.
up through the thing there. Jeez. What? Is there another one on there? No. They're like teleporting through here. Are you going? What? You stopping? You stopping? Okay. I don't know where you're going, but you're the only one leaving here, so I'm
The
taking
shuttle
you.
is preparing to depart.
Please
Jeez
clear the
Louise.
hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Oy vey. Alright, so he's done. So we can go back to listening to just normal music and stuff now. I honestly don't know where this goes. I never took this one before. Where's it go? Vision Center? I think we just need to stay on the, don't get off, just ride it on a loop. Because the Vision Center, I think, is where they, if they have the expos. And so it only gets used like every few years. Two-minute ride, jeez. There's the spaceport landing area. have I done? Where are we going, mister? Seconds. I hope it just doesn't take us right back there. This place is not very impressive. Do we want to just investigate it?
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Ah, the door just finally closed. Holy moly, this is dangerous. We're going back to the shuttle station. That's all it did. It just took us there and brought us straight back. So it doesn't go anywhere we need to go. You know what we could do is log out, log back in. That'll put us on the... Yes. Because if you log back in, then you're automatically over there where the hospital, or where the apartments are. The TDD is, the hospital, the apartment buildings. It's not where we want to buy our parts, but maybe the shuttle system will pick up there. How are we doing over here, Twitch? Twitch. ScrewTube, how you guys doing over there in ScrewTube? Nobody loves me over there either. Whoa, 9 people have watched my video. 9 views. Ooh. Impressive, Del Norin. Nice. That's right. 9 people. Can't take that away from me. Nuh-uh. I've succeeded up to the 9 people level. Woot woot. You see the thing? This whole live stream, we're not actually accomplishing anything because we've done all of this. We've already done the work, earned the money, spent the money, bought the parts, installed the parts, and then played an additional 2 days. And now we're going back to do it all again. Pew! Oh, I need to put a timer on that. I'm gonna test out the follower thing on the timer. Oh wait, I have it on something else. Never mind. I know what the timer needs to be. There we go. It is 26,000 milliseconds. All right, cool. Go. Alright, it worked.
I will follow him.
Oh, he's just testing it. Alright, turn it back off. Oh, I gotta reprogram that too. It's alright, we seem to have some time. voice changer. Alright, now I've reprogrammed that.
There we go, now I got the battlefield radio.
And now I got the normal voice. Okay, they're reprogrammed. Well, while we're waiting for the loading, let's back that up then. File. Profiles. Let's back that up. Nice. Alright. The foot pedal is reprogrammed. Oh. I lost my... There we go. There we go, we're back. Alright, this is getting really sucked, man. I'm not even having fun. Just sitting here in a loading screen.
Oh. I came back and we are switching games?
We're still sitting here waiting for the game to load. So yeah, we're looking at options. $4.79. I don't even know if I want it. Sound like, what's it give me? Wooden decks. Paint. Pattern. Skins on your torpedoes. Yeah, and that's just all graphics stuff. Dumb. Hey,
Morning,
Dennis.
Dell in chat.
How you doing, bud? What's Dennis the Menace doing today?
Good, good.
Awesome.
Working so.
That's good. Gonna let this run in the background, I guess, even once the game starts, if it starts.
What you playing?
Well, I was playing Star Citizen, but it's just a hot
Greetings
mess
and good morning.
It's completely unplayable. It's removing things from your ships, going back 2 or 3 days and removing all of your progress. You can't do any delivery
Hey, at
missions.
Urban Zone.
It you select the contract mission, go to your warehouse, and there's no cargo boxes to put on the elevator. So you can't do any cargo missions. Nothing. I haven't found one thing that's fixed yet.
That sucks.
Yeah. They did a hot fix, and the only thing I've noticed is that things are worse. I haven't noticed one thing that started working again. I've noticed some things that worked once in a while don't work anymore at all. So they made it worse. You've not tried the Australian servers yet. I'm gonna take this wine back. Kitchen. Wine is when you're in a mellow mood.
I know it didn't affect you, but the food in Medin for me was game breaking. I couldn't bring
food in
food or
Medin?
water and I couldn't heal.
Oh, yeah.
that was fixed for me in hotfix.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah, I didn't have that problem, but I didn't know that was a problem. So, yeah, that's good. Then they fixed something then. But it didn't fix. I mean, it fixed it for you though, so that's good. Very good. All right, let's put this up here. I know you can have whiskey and Coke. Can you have rum and Coke? I've got white rum, silver rum, gold rum, dark Jamaican rum,
I know you're frustrated, but I guess that is the SC experience, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much. You're right. I think it's just, yeah, I think it's the SC experience. That's not put in a bad way at all. You just gotta stop fighting it and stop getting mad. That is against my other nature. My nature is to be like, battle! There is an enemy before me! Defeat it! Rah! In this game, it doesn't matter how much you are enthused at. Nope, doesn't care. It's just gonna shove a glass encrusted gauntlet up your anus. Because that's just the way the game is.
LOL.
Man, it's cold out here in the garage. Alright, I got a Diet Dr. Pepper, and I've got some dark Jamaican rum. Coke and rum. That's kind of a thing, right? I know Jack and Coke. Is rum and Coke word a thing? Oh my goodness, we're still loading. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Cause we've got like 6 bottles of rum. I don't know what it is about us buying rum, but we buy it by the bucket.
The progress bar is dancing to the music, LOL.
It is a little bit.
Well, it was.
Alright, let me pour some of this Diet Dr. Pepper in here. Alright. Some rum. Dark Jamaican rum. Whew! I didn't measure any of that, of course, but I wanna turn into a pirate in this game. Drinking rum. And then you use your glasses to stir your drink. That tastes like medicine. Blech. I guess that's not so bad. It's not as good as hey, Mappy. Mappy Man's Retro Channel. Hey, he sounds like a gamer. You guys should go check him out. While we're sitting here waiting for this game that's never-ending loading screen, let's go check out our new buddy. Mappy!
First Rumble stream testing this out.
Oh no! We lost him!
Hooking me up with the 5 followers. That's all I needed. Just 5. I have multiple channels, so yeah, I want to make sure everything's working. Testing some chat, testing other things. My audio, video, horizontal.
Thank you, Mappy.
I'm gonna play a little Robotron, just see what I can get done in a few minutes of this game. Yeah, Robotron is the game side. The diagonals. The diagonals left and right, but you go like this, and I cover all angles. Especially in the beginning of the rounds.
Aha! We woke up! We're in our apartment! It worked all to my evil plan! Woo! We might be. We might be. Whoa, whoa.
I thought for sure we were going to be U-boating soon.
Probably not this morning. I'm just kind of like, the wind's taken out of my sails. I'm kind of like, getting kind of annoyed. Why is that? That's stupid. So, whoa, what's all this stuff? Nope, can't get any of it. So, if it gets really bad, then we'll just call it a day and I'll just go to bed. But, I really miss the U-boat. I really do. That's what my gravitational draw was moving towards for sure. I really like that game. I have a good time doing it. A lot of memories over in Iraq playing not this one, and not the game before this one, but the one before that one, Wolves the Pacific, or maybe the one before that even.
A friendly reminder to check for your personal belongings before and after all shuttle flights. And
working the midnight shift at sewer plant in Iraq, Camp Cropper. On the midnight shift. "12-hour shifts, 7 days a week." You gotta find these little things that keep you busy and you keep your mind from going insane. Uh-oh. We might never be able to get the Cousin Crows.
Come on, keep it moving.
Shut up!
I may try to stream a bit tonight. I have some free time.
Nice!
It has been a while since I have.
Heck yeah. That'd be
Keep
cool.
it moving.
You can't tell me what to do, you tyrant.
Greetings, programs 07.
Hey, Obadiah. So the hot
07.
fix. The hot fix, Obadiah, it pulls you back like 2 days. And so you lose
Come
stuff.
on, keep it moving.
So all of the stealth components that I went to Pyro for like a couple weeks ago, they were all gone out of my ship. So 500,000 of components gone. All the components I bought to redo the other Vulture, they're all gone. So now I have a ship that can't even fly. It doesn't even have a power plants in it. It doesn't have shield generators. It's completely empty. I have to repurchase those again. The elevators only work 1 out of every 12 times, or the hangar elevators.
Keep it going, people.
The shuttles don't work. They don't even show up.
Oh no. Money's still there though?
The money is still there, but I'd rather have it be broke and be able to play and do stuff. No shuttle shows up. The only way I got to hear out of this space station
Our recently redesigned Crusader
was
Industries shuttle
by just logging out and logging back in, because I knew it would take me to their apartment area.
You thinking maybe staying on the other server?
I might need to, because this is dead. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point, because there's nothing you can do here.
Did you park in Detroit?
No. Yeah, the Ubers don't come pick you up here. MC Olema, if you're referring to the paint job on my ship, you're like a half hour plus behind current live time. Make sure you click on this little red dot that says next to live, because that comment would fit in good for like a long time ago. So it's gonna be a half an hour before he sees me tell him to hit the live button, so he's gonna think I'm ignoring him for 30 minutes.
If he's a half hour behind, he'll hear you in a half hour.
Exactly. Yeah, he'll have left being annoyed that I just ignore him. He's like, that Del Nor's a shit screamer. He just ignores his chat. It's not my problem. It's the fucking Rumble's bullshit, where they give you a half hour lag. It's just, I don't know. I'm just tired of, I work my ass off, and I'm surrounded by fucktards that move straight to the top of success. No matter how hard you work or how good you get at what you do, the fucktard at work will get promoted. He screwed up so bad. My immediate supervisor guy, so bad. He just screwed the entire city out of water for an entire day. Because he's just so effing retarded. He's too busy raising his transvestite daughter, going and getting her all of her shots and all of her bull crap, so he can transition her. He's so excited that he gets to be one of those parents that are blessed to have a child that is so fucked in the head. So that gets him like a whole bunch of parent points.
Make sure you hit the live button on the stream when you enter everyone. Rumble has a feature called delay. They make streamers feel like pricks for not answering their chats.
Yeah.
Maybe some of them are. But that's beside the point.
That's fair. I'm eating cake frosting that was sold because it smashed up sides, so it was on clearance, so it's super cheap. And drinking rum and Diet Dr. Pepper and frosting. I gave up on my diet, apparently. Well, for this morning anyway. A spatula with frosting and rum and Diet Dr. Pepper. See, it's Diet Dr. Pepper. This is a diet drink. Man, that rum is... Whew, that's got a flavor to it. I like whiskey better, I think. Kind of a weird... Rum is... I don't know what that is. That's good. Creamy chocolate frosting. Duncan Hines. Yeah, you might be right there, Obadiah. Just go to the preview. It seems like the preview was actually running better than the hotfix. I wonder if I lost my money though. I just sold a whole bunch of money. I wonder if it'll come over. Hey, how much you give me if I put chocolate on my toes and suck the chocolate off my toes? No, don't. I'm totally joking, but once I heard myself say it, I'm like, I want to say something really stupid, and it's going to be funny. It wasn't funny, it was gross. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is gonna take days. Sorry guys.
Barf.
Barf! Oh, barf. I'm like, barf? Now it's doing another 100 gigabytes, dude. It just verified. Now it's doing another 100. It's gonna take hours. I might just go to bed. Holy crap.
Quietly leaves chat while Del sucks toes.
Does that sound so bad? Yeah, see? Inside your head, it was like a silly thing to say, but when it came out, now it's nasty.
LOL.
Well, maybe we should put this to the side and actually bring up, where'd that Steam go? Oh, I closed it.
Urban, whatcha gonna stream later? I don't know. I'd like to stream SC, but OBS and SC don't like each other.
Oh. Really? Maybe that was my problem. What leads you to believe tell me your wisdom.
No, they don't.
Whoa, everybody knows this but me? What the heck? Why don't I know this? I've been struggling for 2 years playing Star Citizen using OBS. I had no idea they don't like each other. What the heck? What the heck? Chocolate frosting. Say, on my tongue. What? Wait a minute. Oh, there it goes. It's still updating.
My stream looks to rubber band video while full screen and SC go to windowed and it fine.
My stream looks to...
Not even borderless works.
Oh. Oh.
Del, it's watching your stream that taught me this fact, Raffle.
It did, Raffle. Are you serious, Raffle? Oh. I don't load it as a game input. I just copy whatever's on the monitor. I use a display capture to capture the game. So anything that's on that screen, I can turn on or off. It just watches the game monitor. Uh-oh. What are we doing here? What's our mission? Travel inside the marked area. Sink enemy ships. I've sunk 0. Well, that's not impressive.
Hard to explain the video. It's kinda like stuttering, but the video goes back a few frames and repeats every few frames. It is like rewinding 1 second every 2 seconds.
Slow ahead.
Oh. Hey, there's Obadiah.
But I may fire up Elite Dangerous as I am really into my space games recently.
Aha! I'll drop down and listen, I think.
Give me a current eco sound. Periscope test.
Still updating Star Citizen.
We will see what I am in the mood for tonight.
All right.
D.
Switch to electric motors.
AN 761 Southwest slow speed. AN 761 AN 76.
Change course.
Whoops. Huh.
Set a course to these coordinates. Change course.
I restarted the game from the beginning of the war, so we have a really lame ship. We don't have any. Doesn't really do us any
Blow
good
the
here.
tanks.
Current depth, 5 meters.
Switch to diesel engine.
Yeah, watching Delstream recently has got me that itch to share my games and frustrations again. Perhaps I should fire up SC and share the pain.
Yeah, if you're gonna go through the pain, don't do it alone. Have others join in with you.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
Nice.
Nice, as in awesome, not a French town.
Torpedo and tube 2 maintained.
All right, I gotta stop eating that. I literally ate a third of a cake frosting thing.
Torpedo and tube 3 maintained.
I was dumb. Tasted good.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained. Set a course to these coordinates.
Should we sneak in there and see what's at the port? That sounds like danger.
Now you need the pirate music.
Oh.
Set a course to these coordinates.
A king and his men stole a queen from her bed and bound her in a bow.
You've lost another submarine?
The powers where we will roam. Yo ho, all hands, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Yo ho, all together, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Yo ho, all together, hoist the colors high.
These guys make me sound like a choir boy. Respect 07.
Thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
Set a course to these coordinates. Torpedo and tube 1 maintained. Torpedo and tube 2 maintained. Set a course to these coordinates. Periscope depth.
How do I zoom in?
Captain, we're at periscope depth, ready for surface observations.
Switch to electric motors.
Alarm! Merchant ship in sight, bearing 355 degrees.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
All right,
All
take
right,
care,
Del,
buddy.
got to take off. Take it easy today.
Make sure you
I
leave
hope the
yourself
rest of your
plenty of
stream is
time.
relaxing and fun. Take care, chat.
Make sure you get this uploaded before you start your stream. Otherwise, you'll be like playing a U-boat game forever. Haha.
07 Urban.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
Change course. Change course. Man the listening room.
Whenever the workload is low, I get to lurk a bit here and there. I'm just
Aha.
waiting for the call from the dude so I can pick up my system today.
Is he putting the new motherboard, everything, putting it all together for you then? Make the BIOS, making sure everything is humming, and then handing it back to you?
Alarm canceled. Alarm! Merchant ship in sight, bearing straight ahead.
Yes, sir.
What ship is it? Not that one. I think it's this one. No? That one. No? Heck, I don't know. No, this is flat. This is flat there. This is the bow. No, not that one.
Should be buttoned up and ready for some SIG glitches. Crossing fingers, LOL.
Yikes. Is that it? That's not it. What's my distance here? .3 kilometers. Oh, neat. Ah, really close.
Flood tube 1.
Tube 1 flooded.
Fire!
Awesome, is this a new spaceship?
40 seconds to impact.
40 seconds to impact. This is, we're waiting for Star Citizen to update. We jumped over
30
to
seconds.
the U-boat game here. 30 seconds.
Gonna grab a bite, enjoy the rest of the stream/day, and be well, brother 07.
I know. I'm gonna go. I have. I'm not gonna be able to stay awake for the whole time for this thing to update. Getting tired, man. 30
10
seconds.
seconds to impact.
No way. No, 10 seconds. Just right there.
Chat,
It's a
have a
miss.
great one.
A miss. It's not a miss. Ooh, look what I found. How do I take a picture?
Change course.
Oh, there it is. It's going. There's the ship.
Calculate torpedo course.
Oh man, it's a real
Change
ship.
course.
We're going in. We're going in. Oh, I might just hit it just off that manual. Oh, I'm gonna miss though. That manual aiming that I was doing.
Tube 1 loaded. Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
We're in
Merchant
shallow
ship,
waters,
10
Captain.
degrees. Calculate torpedo course. Change course. Turn on the ventilation. Turn off the ventilation.
Oh, there's more than one. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
All engines stop.
Torpedo in tube 2 maintain. Torpedo in tube 3 maintain.
Plug tube 1.
Tube 1 flooded.
Set a course to these coordinates.
I have a 41%, 42% solution, firing solution. I'm really not very good at this. My captain's taking like forever to figure this out. He's like, I'm not sure. Is it carry the one and then divide by pi? Oh, not good. Uh-oh, smoke over here.
Report sent.
Turn on the ventilation. Scan the listening room.
Aircraft spotted. Oh no, it's coming right at us.
Dead slow ahead.
What's the depth under the keel?
Dive to 30 meters.
Current depth 5 meters.
Oh man. No, we can't go that deep. We're
Dive to 15 meters.
Go away, plane, go away.
Meters. Report sent.
Dive 10 meters.
Why am I moving? My speed should be at 0. Is this the current? Oh no, I said.
All engines stop.
That's my fault. Alright, we're alright, we're alright, we're alright.
Periscope depth.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Calculate torpedo course.
Torpedo and tube 2 maintain.
Fire! Set a course to these coordinates. Slow ahead. Dive to 10 meters.
Current depth 5 meters.
Ooh, the plane just missed me.
10 meters.
Torpedo and tube 3 maintain.
Change course. Half ahead.
Report sent.
The torpedo has covered half the distance. 40 seconds to impact. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Seconds to impact. It's a hit.
A hit.
Fire on board.
Nice.
Serious damage.
Good job.
Message received. Report sent.
Periscope depth.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Tube 1 loaded. Slow ahead. Calculate torpedo course. All engines stop.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
Calculate torpedo course. Change course. Dead slow ahead. Flood tube 1.
Tube 1 flooded.
Fire!
Oh, he turned just as soon as I fired. That turd.
Set a course to these coordinates. The torpedo has covered half the distance. Flood tube 2.
Tube 2 flooded.
40 seconds to impact. 30 seconds. Fire! The torpedo has covered half the distance.
Oh, it's a tiny ship. It's not gonna
10
hit
seconds
that.
to impact. It's a miss.
Oh yeah, it's gonna miss every time. It's a tiny, tiny ship.
Dive to 25 meters.
Current depth 15
Dive to
meters.
15 meters. Set a course to these coordinates.
Torpedo and tube 3 maintained.
Turn off the ventilation.
Almost done. That rum's kind of growing on me. Getting used to it. Like, all right. What you doing there, pups? What you doing? I'm gonna rename this most lamest, boringest live stream ever done.
I just bought a
Original.
C1 the other day. My $100 was the last little bit they needed to get the game completed.
That was it. That must have been it. That must have been it. Oh my goodness. I wish that were true. Camera detected. Enable the feature. Yes. Don't use that camera up there though. Use that one down there. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to. Oh man, please don't make me do all my keybinds over again. Jeez. It doesn't look like it. Didn't send me through character regeneration, so it remembered on my. Oh, turned on music. So I don't know how many settings it defaulted back. Well, I'm sorry today it wasn't better. My intentions are never actually happen. Let's do this. This could be so exciting. You can't. Well, what's plan B? Let's do that. You can't do that. Let's do this. And then you spend the next 3 hours trying to do that last option. And then you just log off the game and go to bed. Ah! See, I think anybody that's been sticking around can see that the dilemma you have when you really love this game. You want it to be something that it can almost satisfy some of the time, and the rest of the time is you're dealing with now it's frozen. The little hourglass is stuck. Well, my vulture's still here. Got my paint on it. Weird. Let's see if it'll give us a shuttle to Cousin Crow's. Not feeling very smooth. Low frame rates per second. Feels sluggish, and also I think all of my field of view, everything has changed. Yeah. Full screen. I need to be back to borderless. That's much better. Should probably go to the other one and write down all the settings, and then come back to this one and make them all the same. There's a shuttle. So then, what's the idea? You get what you want on this server, and when it doesn't
Please
work,
clear the
then you
hatch.
jump back to the
Shuttle
other
will be
server?
departing.
Or the other... whatever you call it. I didn't even know that was a thing. Huh. I didn't even know this left alt F, hold it down, you get all these little options.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Let me out! Let me out! Ah!
Please clear
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Oh, the game froze.
Hull ceiling check, unit at line 06DY. Hull ceiling check, line 06DY.
And all the settings I did are all wiped. What a pain in the butt. Probably all my key bindings are wiped too. Not showing up here.
Be aware that there's a temporary work stop at line 04RN. Repeat, line 04RN is offline.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Just a heads up that we are still looking for volunteers to help this year's charity vote. If you'd like to participate, sign up form to our random numbers.
Hi, welcome to the store.
Comp engineer Hendricks to the 4 line. Comp engineer Hendricks needed at the 4 line.
I would like to ask everyone to join me in wishing you hearty congrats to all of this month's star-level workers. Be proud of yourselves. You've earned it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the other one, get all the graphic settings and everything, and then just like screenshot them, and then come back here and copy them. I still don't know if I can even fly the ship. All my key bindings are, I have to move over and save into the file. Should work though. It did save all my money, so that's good.
Hi, welcome.
After the JL Dex incident, we are asking that everyone continue to double-check and verify the contents of all containers. Your help is appreciated.
Hi, thanks for coming in. Hi, welcome. Hi, welcome to the store.
All employees, please remember that any visitors to restricted areas must be pre-cleared with ops. This is for you and your guests' safety. Thank you.
All right, my friends, I am going to go to bed and wake up and go to work. So I won't be streaming again until tomorrow evening. So I will see you all there. Love y'all. Jesus loves you. God loves you guys. God bless America. Go America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the